Traitor, Part 2. Written by Keepupmomo.
Matthew! 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 Matthew!
Huh?
It's your first day of your new school. Or did you forget?
No. No, I didn't.
Matthew had been going mad. It was his first day of his new school, and he didn't know what to think. His friends hadn't said anything yet, and he wasn't planning on telling them anytime soon where he had run off to. His mind was a war zone that he wanted no part in. Whilst his mind was becoming more of a ticking time bomb, he decided to take in the view around him. For going to a different school, it wasn't entirely farther than he thought. Instead of the 1-mile bike ride he used to take to West Gardens going north, he instead had to bike a good 1.2 miles going south in the other direction. And Matt, being the fast biker he was, made little work of the ride. When he had found a place to park his bike, he found that the other students who were all outside during the breakfast period were not necessarily quiet, but were also not loud to the point that they could burst your eardrums. He thought it best to silently slip into his new homeroom instead of walking around like a lost soul. Oh, well, that's a first. You're rather early.
Oh, am I intruding, ma'am?
Heavens, no! Why, you caught me by surprise is all. No one really bothers to show up to class early. Everyone just sits and muck around with their phones.
I'm truly sorry to hear that, ma'am.
Why, bless me, aren't you formal? No need for it, my dear. I'm not any kind of royalty. I'm here to teach, not be a tyrant. Oh, I'd forgotten. I'm Miss Clara, and you're Matthew, correct?
Yeah, that's me.
Just at that moment, the bell had rung out, and kids started filing into the room. Matthew noticed a lot of them seemed to act exactly like the kids of West G, but he didn't want to judge too quickly. Hello, students! I do hope you had a fantastic winter break. It seems Santa came and dropped off a little late present. Everyone, I'd like to introduce the newest student, Matthew. Give him a hand, everybody. Woo! Matthew did not understand the need for applause. He was human after all. He also hated the fact that now people might stare at him for being the newbie. Fortunately, the class subsided and they went to work, Matthew silently following and listening to instructions. Once the bell had rung, he quickly and silently left the room to his next class. His next class was in one of the buildings west of where his homeroom was, so it wasn't too hard to find. He again slid into the class silently and did not speak unless called on. This pattern repeated all the way until lunch.
This place, it's not as bad as I suspected it, but you can't always trust these type of places.
Hey, homeboy. Why you hella quiet?
I beg your pardon?
I said, why you hella quiet? Most newbies got a lot of nerve, audacity, and big-headedness, but you just quiet. And that got me interested in your ass. So what's up?
I kinda don't have much to say.
Cause?
I'd rather not say. You just laugh.
Oh, I get it. You think you'll get ostracized, don't you? You poor thing. You've had that happen too many times to count, right?
Matt was speechless. This girl had read him like a book, just out in the open.
How did you know that?
I've dealt with stuff like that before. You try hiding it, but most times you'll end up showing it more than hiding. It's quite common, honestly.
Oh, there you are, sweetheart. Where were you?
Oh, you're such a dog. Oh. Oh, shit, right. Anyways, Dom, you remember I told you about the new student in my homeroom?
This is him? No wonder I didn't recognize him. I'm Dominic. A pleasure.
Matthew, the feeling's mutual. You look rather intimidating for someone who's, quite nice.
Oh god, he's actually funny. Oh, that is rich. As much as I I appreciate the compliment. It is so inaccurate.
Oh, my apologies, Glenn.
Nah, chill. You good, but Lord, you're hilarious.
Oh, shit. Here comes your little homeboys now.
Oh, God.
Matthew looked over to see a pack of students swanking near them. Although he did not recognize them, he looked away to not attract attention.
Hello, hello.
Oh, of course it's you and your gang of Muppets.
I can hear you, you know?
Man, shut your ass up. Damn, you never stop, do you dumb bitch?
Ahem.
You talk all this shit, but you can't back it up. Huff up your bum ass, huh? You know what? Never mind. My bad, gang.
Yeah, keep it that way.
Matthew tried to silently get up and walk away. He had just been pretending to stare at his phone, but was just watching the argument happen. He decided it wasn't worth it to watch something so petty.
Where you going?
Shit.
Wait. Oh, my. You're that new student everyone's talking about.
Who's talking about me?
Oh, just some other students. Said your ass was hell quiet, but chill. Anyway, I'm James.
He's also adult.
Will you shut your ass up?
And will you stop fumbling every bag you get?
Okay.
All right, we get it. Good God. Anyways, what's your name?
Oh, it's Matthew. Anyways, I'm gonna go to class. 12 minutes.
What class you got?
English? Mr. Graham.
Well, what do you know? So do we. We'll follow you then.
And they walked off without another word. School ended a few hours later, and Matthew waited to say goodbye to Karina and Dominic, but was surprised to find them approaching him.
I thought it'd be good for us to be together, then split off with Dominic at Cleveland in 7th. We're using the trail, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I am, though my house is just a straight shot from the intersection.
Would you look at that? So is mine.
Don't scare him too much.
I only do that to them weirdos you be friends with, not him.
Yeah, right.
Ciao. Anyways, let's get it.
And they biked off to the trail. Afton Trail, more commonly referred to as the Trail, in Richland, is a trail that stretches around and throughout the whole city. It's like a highway that can be used by bikers, walkers, and local pedestrians. Because of this, most schools can be entered through the trail. The trio reached the intersection, and Dominic split off from them, heading through an eastward exit path, while Karina and Matt still went straight north.
Wouldn't it be easier for Dominic to use one of the east exits from the school to go home?
It would have been, yes, but he insists on being with me for as long as possible before going home.
Y'all surely love each other.
You should hear his stories about his exes. They were insane. Surprised he still found interest in love after all that.
I mean, to be honest, I've never found interest in love. I just can't love people romantically.
Oh, trust me, it's not worth it. It took me too many relationships to finally find one I wanted to be in. By the way, where's your hood at?
Novice Road. Yours?
You live in the Novice? So do I! Hey! Well, again, you're cool as hell. I hope you like the new school, and we should hang out for real because you a vibe. You got my Instagram?
Nah, send it. Alright, got it. See you around.
Johnny!
And with that, Karina had gone into her house. Matthew's house was pretty close, so he was able to make the trek pretty quickly.
Alright, that wasn't as bad as it could have gone. Could have been worse, though, but, best not to say that out loud.
You already did.
Holy shit! Good God! Fuck! Please don't do that.
Whoa, geez, sorry, man. Anyways, who was that girl you were talking to? 51A?
Oh, her? She's just someone I help around the neighborhood.
Oh, really? Then why do you still have your school bag with you? And you usually bike home south, but instead you went north this time. I saw you enter before me.
Matt looked away for a second, pondering. He swung around his face, almost pained.
Want to talk about it inside?
Of course. Start wherever you think is best.